Following a developing story right now out of Everman. This is where the FBI is now searching the ground, literally the ground, that surrounds the former home of Cindy Rodriguez Singh. That name rings a bell. She is that North Texas mother accused in the murder of her 6-year-old son. Our Amelia Magavro has been out at the house throughout most of the day today. Let's start with the simple fact. Anybody who doesn't realize, Noel Alvarez has never been found to this very day.
Yes, Doug, and we believe that this operation here on the 3000 block of Wisteria Drive here in Everman is connected to that 6-year-old's disappearance. And of course, there has been a flurry of activity all afternoon here. You can see that the street behind me is still blocked off. The home is still very much the center of this operation. The flurry of activity has died down since this live shot, but obviously very, very extensive operation all afternoon, and it started since yesterday morning. So we believe that this is something that could go on for the days to come. Law enforcement hasn't told us a concrete deadline, but they said that this could go on well past today. I want to toss to a live look from our CBS News Texas chopper, who is high above the search site right now. You can see that there are 5 canopies up. There is a backhoe and a lot of digging equipment that you can see in the backyard of the Rodriguez Singh home. And you can't tell how many holes, but we have reason to believe that there are holes under each one of those canopies. Nobody around here that we have seen in the last couple minutes, but there were at least a dozen digging crews out here earlier today. The operation, of course, is led by the Tarrant County DA's office as well as the FBI. And like I said earlier, we believe that this is in connection to the disappearance of 6-year-old Noel Alvarez, who has not been found yet. And he went missing back in 2022 and is the son of Cindy Rodriguez Singh. She is accused of his murder. The police chief did give us a brief interview about an hour and a half ago, and he didn't say really much that can be concrete as to the reason they are starting this operation, just that this is the next step in their investigation. So crews have been digging at this home, and of course they did dig at the site back in 2023. So this is not the first time they have done an operation like this, but this is the first time in 3 years since we have seen this kind of activity at the Rodriguez Singh home. But with all of this said, there is more questions than answers as of right now. But I did take the opportunity to talk to a private investigator friend of mine. He has worked closely with the FBI for years, and he told me that even though he hasn't worked on this case specifically, he has worked on similar cases along the lines of this case. And he says 9 times out of 10 that there is a reason that they have come back to the site after 3 years, whether that be a tip or something that the family has said. We don't know that for sure, and I want to make that clear. We do not know that for certain. Law enforcement has not let us into that mindset, but there is a reason, and we hope to maybe learn more in the hours and days to come. But as we learn more, there is an extensive operation at hand, and we hope to find out more, like I said, in the hours to come. Doug.
All right, Amelia Magavro, thanks for bringing us up to speed from there. But let me give you, if you're not familiar with the backstory here, all of this started October of 2022, and that is the very last time that Noel was seen by anyone. But he wasn't reported missing, look, until March of 2023. There's the giant red flag for police, right? Less than a week later, his mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, and her family, they left the United States. And then in July of last year, Rodriguez Singh was put on the FBI's most wanted list. A little over a month later, she ends up found. They found her in India. They arrested her there. They returned her here to Tarrant County in North Texas. And then subsequent to that, grand jury indicts her on a capital murder charge. And then just last month, a judge ruled that Cindy Rodriguez Singh is currently incompetent to stand trial after the results of a psychological evaluation done the month before. Be sure to stay with CBS News Texas as this story continues to develop. We, of course, will always bring you the latest on air as well as online.